How can you get the best bang for your buck, the best value when you use Disney Genie Plus in Walt Disney World? Let's talk about it. So Disney Genie is an itinerary planning tool that sits right in your My Disney Experience app right on your phone. I made a video about this. I'll link it in the description below where I talk about, is it even worth it to get Disney Genie? In this video, we're going to get a little bit more specific. So you've made the decision to get Disney Genie Plus. And so now you're trying to decide when to use it. The benefits of purchasing Disney Genie Plus is you can purchase it day by day. And you do that right within your My Disney Experience app on your phone. So it's very convenient. So you can use it as you wish. Now, how do you get the most value when you use Disney Genie Plus? How do you get the most value for your money? It's not cheap. Disney Genie Plus is not cheap. As of the recording of this video, it's $15 to $22 per person per day. So in my other video, I talk about that can add up for sure. So if you decide you want to use it, how do you use it and how do you get the best value? This video is really just my opinion and how I think, what I've done, and how I've advised my clients. If you don't know me, I'm Judy. I'm a travel advisor specializing in Disney destinations as well as cruises. So if you could give a like or subscribe to my channel, that would be great. You can follow along on my adventures and follow along on my tips and tricks. Doesn't cost you anything and it helps me greatly. So when someone asks me, when should I use Disney Genie? I definitely want it. When should I use it? I would say you want to use it in the parks where you'd get the greatest value. So there's 4 Disney parks at Walt Disney World where you can use Disney Genie. It's Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. So if you don't want to use it those 4 days, all 4 days, which you can, again, $15 to $22 per person per day, which parks can you get the best value? And in my opinion, the 2 parks where you get the best value would be Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. And I'll tell you why. First, Magic Kingdom is the most ride and attraction heavy, which means they have a lot of rides and attractions. So you have a lot of people going for the same rides. It's one of the most crowded parks. And so you want to get on as many rides and attractions as possible. So if you use Disney Genie Plus and you've upgraded and you have access to the lightning lanes, you might be able to get onto several attractions using Disney Genie Plus, which means you get to bypass that standby line and get into the lightning lane and make the best use of your time. People say this all the time, time is money in Walt Disney World. So if you can get to Magic Kingdom, have a game plan, know what attractions and what rides you want to use Disney Genie Plus for that day, you can get the most for your money because then you're not waiting in line all day for some of the most popular attractions. Now, when you use Disney Genie Plus, there's no guarantee that you're going to get everything that you want, but you would pick your top 2, maybe even top 3 that you know you want to do that day. And when you make your Disney Genie Lightning Lane selections, you have them ranked. And then those are how you choose and what you choose. So with Magic Kingdom, again, it's probably the most crowded park. It's the most ride heavy. It really could be worth your money to use Disney Genie Plus on that day so that you have a bunch of rides and attractions that you were able to use the lightning lane for, and then you have some other lines that you still have to wait in for other attractions on the standby line. So Magic Kingdom, I would say, is a definite yes because, again, it's some of the most popular rides. It's the most crowded park. It's got the most rides, and you can have a better chance of getting the rides and attractions that you want if you use and select some of the lightning lanes for those specific attractions. Second park that I think is a great way to use Disney Genie Plus and get good value for the money that you spent is Hollywood Studios. And again, Hollywood Studios has a lot of attractions. You know, physically it's a smaller park, but they have some very popular attractions. You've got Toy Story Land that has some very popular attractions like Slinky Dog Dash. Slinky Dog Dash is fantastic. I've been on it several times. I love that ride a lot, but it tends to have a long line. So at busy times, that ride could be a 120-minute wait, a 2-hour wait, a 2.5-hour wait. So if you happen to get a lightning lane, you can bypass that standby line. Now you're not having to wait 2 hours in line. Again, time is money in Walt Disney World, so you just saved yourself a couple of hours of having to wait into that line. And then in addition to Toy Story Land, Hollywood Studios also has Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars. There are so many Star Wars fans, and I love Galaxy's Edge. If you haven't been, it's a great place in the park to visit. But again, some very popular attractions. You've got the Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run. That's included in the Lightning Lane. You've got Rise of the Resistance, which is a separate Lightning Lane purchase, which we'll talk about in just a minute. And then in addition to Galaxy's Edge, you've got Tower of Terror on the other side of the park. You've got Rock and Roller Coaster on the other side of the park. So I've just named some really very, very popular attractions that tend to have really long lines. So if you purchase Lightning Lane for that day and you use your Lightning Lane access to try to get onto some of those attractions, you will most likely be happy at the end of the day because you got on the attractions and the rides that you wanted. I do have to say this about Disney Genie Plus, and I want to put it out there so everybody knows. With Disney Genie Plus, you purchase it for the day and then you make your Lightning Lane selections on the same day that you purchase it. So you make your Lightning Lane selections in the morning. There's no guarantee that you're going to get on every attraction. You might get on a few. It depends on the park. It depends on how many people in your traveling party. It depends how crowded the parks are. So that's why it's important, if you purchase Disney Genie Plus, you really need to kind of have a strategy with what's your top couple of attractions that you know you want to get for the park that day. Now, there's one more disclaimer to the Disney Genie Plus upgrade. So when you upgrade to Disney Genie Plus, there's a number of Lightning Lane attractions that are available to you once you upgrade. But in addition to Disney Genie Plus, there's also something called individual Lightning Lanes. And again, I've made a video about this and I'll link it in the description below. But basically, the individual Lightning Lanes are a separate purchase above and beyond the Disney Genie Plus. So you purchase Disney Genie Plus, and then you've got a certain bucket, a certain amount of Lightning Lane attractions that are included in that. And then there's the individual Lightning Lanes. And the individual Lightning Lanes are a separate purchase, and each park has at least one option for individual Lightning Lanes. So for Hollywood Studios, it's Rise of the Resistance. Now, you don't have to purchase Disney Genie Plus in order to purchase individual Lightning Lanes. You can bypass Disney Genie Plus completely if you want to and just purchase individual Lightning Lanes. They're a little harder to get because they're the most popular rides. But in the nutshell, if you want to go on those most popular rides and attractions, it's going to cost you some money somehow if you want to do it quickly. So Disney Genie Plus, you can have access to the Lightning Lanes in each of the parks that you choose to purchase Disney Genie Plus for that day. And then the individual Lightning Lanes is a separate purchase above and beyond Disney Genie Plus that gives you access to the most top tier popular rides. So for instance, Rise of the Resistance in Hollywood Studios, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in Magic Kingdom. Those are above and beyond Disney Genie Plus. When someone books their vacation with me, I provide all this information for you so you don't even have to think about it. Well, you have to make the decision on what attractions you want to go on with the Lightning Lanes. But I do provide a guide for you, directions, how to book Disney Genie, what my opinion on are the most popular rides, when you should make your selection. I kind of include an entire guide for you in your itinerary so that you're prepared when you go to Walt Disney World, because you've decided you want Disney Genie Plus, but you don't know what the heck to do and how the heck to use it. I can help you with that. So I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please make a comment in the comment below. Tell me anything else you want to see. Ask me some questions. I can answer the questions for you. I might even make a video for you with that particular question. So thank you again. I hope this was helpful, and please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks, everyone.